Approaching girls is not only about going out and being this guy in this moment who is talking with that girl and trying to get something out of it. No, it's also about being able to say and do what you really want in situations where your inner critic is highly active and you're afraid of the judgments of others. So overall, it's yes, you do get on more dates and potentially a girlfriend, but also you start to really be happy with yourself because you are exploring life, you're feeling alive, you're no longer holding back and believing everything that your mind says, which usually is like, don't do it, play it small, um, people are not going to like it, or whatever your mind says in that moment. No, you're able to really tap into something which has, I know this sounds very spiritual, always been there. Something that makes you feel alive, something that's refreshing because it's not based on this old conditioning, but instead it's based on present moment desires. So something that you want to do. And then your inner critic comes in and you're like, whatever. And now you're able to do that thing. And then you are exploring yourself because that desire is coming from yourself. Quick fun fact, desire, the Latin root of desire, it actually means from the stars. So the thing that you want to do, you can say it comes from the stars. So how can you fail? It's like you're exploring yourself through the stars. Now it sounds very much up there, but you get what I'm saying, right? So it's not about, I'd say, having sex, getting girlfriends. It is about that because, man, if you're a man, you would like that. Let's not kid ourselves. But it's also about these other things. It's about you saying hi to that person next to you on the metro because you think that person looks lonely and you would like to make that person stay, but you're scared of what others will think. But now you're able to do it. And it's also about you going out and trying that idea that you have. You want to help some other people, but you're like, I'm not good enough. But you just inner critic and you just do it. So it's so much more. It's about discovering this authenticity within you, this you can call it higher self, this gift that you have. And from my experience, you do have to go through these, let's call them self-doubts, I call them fears. And the reason why you got to go through these things is because if you don't go through these things, then you will simply stay in your comfort zone, so you won't change. But once you actually go through these things, then you start to explore something new because you're addressing your fears. And fear is a great tool to use to understand when you are going outside your comfort zone. And your mind will create stories about, I think if I do this thing, people like this is going to happen and so on. But you don't know. How can you know? You've never been there. You've never done that. Right? You cannot say that you know what's going to happen because you haven't done that yet. And that's okay. Now that you know that, and when you become aware of that, you can start to take steps towards that which potentially will bring you something new. Because to get something you never had, like a girlfriend, or pursue a profession that's, a little bit out there, that people will like, whatever, that you haven't dared to consider before, then you got to do new things, right? You got to approach that girl. You got to make a video talking about the things that you want to help people with. You got to post it, show it to people. And these things feel uncomfortable. And the reason why they feel uncomfortable is because, again, it's outside your comfort zone. So it's not an issue. It's not a problem that it feels uncomfortable. Actually, the opposite is true, because when you feel uncomfortable, you can know that, okay, this is something new. And this uncomfortable feeling, at worst, it's a feeling of being alive, right? So finding or being aware of that desire in the first place, and then going for it, and at the same time becoming aware of the inner critic and deciding not to react to the inner critic, but instead observe the inner critic and simply do nothing about it. Just continue. Just follow that desire. And know that this desire came from the stars and potentially will show you something new about yourself and give you a new result. Because by doing the new action, you will get a new result. That's it.